Triple J Entertainment presents to you Jerovision 2.0. In today's review, we take a look at one of the most battle-hardened warriors in the Autobot ranks, Ironhide. Ironhide's history can be traced back to his humble beginnings in G1, where Ironhide was Optimus Prime's chief of security. Bold and fearless, Ironhide was an instant fan favorite to G1 trans fans, till his demise in 1986 in Transformers the movie. Our hero was resurrected in Transformers Energon, where this incarnation featured a bright optic, bushy tailpiped young recruit, again eager to fight at the side of Optimus Prime once again to stop the evil forces of the Decepticons. In 2007, Ironhide made his way back to the big screen in Michael Bay's The Transformers, and in 2009, Transformers The Revenge of the Fallen. This time, weapons specialist Ironhide, who at times seemed a little trigger-happy, resumed his role as a battle-hardened warrior once again, becoming an instant fan favorite amongst the movie characters. Now, displayed here, we have a few Ironhide variants from the movie. We have, featured from the first movie in 2007, the first wave Ironhide that came out. And as we see here, he is in his basic black color scheme. Nice figure, nice detail. And two other incarnations of this same figure that came out in 2007/2008 were the off-road Ironhide, which features a blue color scheme. And as you can see on the side panels, he has mud splashes on the side, which is a nice little detail enhancement here on the paint apps. And of course, we have the premium series Ironhide, which features a much better high gloss black finish along with a lot of paint app details. This was a very nice figure. Now, for Revenge of the Fallen, they didn't do a whole lot to change this figure, but what they did was do a slight retool and another color variant. And this time Ironhide appears in gray. His cannon has been retooled to where it can fit on the back of the pickup truck now, giving him a mobile attack option, which is kind of nice. And of course, we have a couple of deluxe class Ironhides as well. We have the Hunt for the Decepticons deluxe Ironhide, as well as we have the Toys R Us exclusive Scan Series Ironhide, which, as we see here, features an incredible paint sculpt and detail. I really love the paint apps on this figure. But unfortunately, this is not part of our review today. Today, our focus is on this, the Dark of the Moon Ironhides, where we have featured here the Cyberverse. We have the Voyager for Dark of the Moon. We also have a special guest appearance by Backfire of the Human Alliance series for Dark of the Moon. And we have a fan favorite coming back. We have Recon Ironhide from The Revenge of the Fallen. And last, and certainly by no means least in our lineup, we have Leader Class Ironhide for Dark of the Moon. So, prepare yourself for an adventure as we take a ride alongside Team Ironhide.
Ironhide, report to me at once.
Every time I scale a recon vid, my circuits sizzle. When are we gonna start busting Deceptichops?
I need you to put together an assault team.
But Prime...
Listen, Ironhide, there's a large facility intelligence confirms to be the Decepticons' primary refueling station. Ready your team for a surgical strike and take it out.
We'll do, Prime. Number now, Decepticons.
V-Class Ironhide reporting.
This is CV Commander Ironhide. Lock your laser rifles, tighten your shock absorbers, and fall in. L-Class Ironhide, what's your status?
L-Class Ironhide here, just loading my cannons.
Backfire and Spike here. Hey, Commander, mind if we tag along on this mission?
Glad to have you aboard, Spike. We'll rendezvous to checkpoint Alpha with our recon operative.
He must
must be close. I can smell 'em. Recon Ironhide, report. Yeah! Well, howdy, gents. My preliminary scan detects only a few cons in the area. Team Ironhide, transform for action. Oh yeah.
You ready, big guy?
Let's do this.
Primary target acquired.
Locked and loaded. The cons don't even stand a chance. Ready, boys? Light 'em up.
As displayed here, we see each of these figures look really nice in display. Each include unique paint apps as well as incredible detail to which custom artists can improve on dramatically. Also, being molded in various sizes gives us the collectors an opportunity to own this incarnation regardless of your budget. Each figure displayed has its own unique transformation, so though you may own one, doesn't mean you've seen them all. The Voyager Recon Ironhide, for instance, from the Revenge of the Fallen toy line, is actually one of my favorite incarnations of this figure. He includes a vast weapon array that I think is really, really neat. I have previously reviewed this figure, so I'm only going to touch bases on him briefly, but I love the crossbow weapon that he comes with, as well as the fact that he comes with two combat knives, one serrated, the other can be used as a bayonet on the end of his machine gun that I have displayed here, back mounted, but it can be removed and combined with his Gatling weapon here on his arm, as well as this minigun weapon to make an extended combat weapon, which looks really, really nice. Like I said, this is personally one of my favorite Ironhides. Now, with this Ironhide, not particularly one of my favorites when it comes to his paint apps. He does look nice, but I would have liked his paint apps to be a little bit more movie accurate or more traditional, so to speak. Which brings me to, as I pan back out here, brings me to the Dark of the Moon Voyager Ironhide. Now, as you can see here, there's a dramatic size difference between these two Voyager figures. With the Dark of the Moon Ironhide, though his paint apps are really, really nice, and you can see his transformation is also completely different as you look at his legs here, and I'm going to pan back over so that you can see the legs of the Revenge of the Fallen Ironhide, and you can see the leg sculpting is completely different. Now, on a plus, I give this Voyager class much better articulation with his legs. However, I am disappointed with his arm articulation, as well as the fact of the limited weapon array. I do like the mech tech weapon that he comes with, but as compared to, again, his his Revenge of the Fallen predecessor, he lacks an arsenal. Now, as we pan over here and take a look at the Cyberverse Commander, or CV Ironhide as I like to call him, this is a really, really neat figure. Very small and very affordable, and he also has a combining weapon. You see that he has the movie accurate weapons on his arms. They combine to form a super cannon that I'm obviously not going to show you in this review, but it is a pretty neat weapon. We're going to pan over here, and we're going to start to take a look at Spike here, part of the Human Alliance. Now you see that Spike's holding a combat knife slash sword. Actually, this comes with the leader class Ironhide as one of his hidden weapons. It just so happens that for the purpose of our review, Spike is wielding this weapon. And speaking of our leader class Ironhide here, we take a look at some of his detail here, and this figure looks really, really nice. Particularly if you are a custom artist, you are going to have a field day with painting the details and touching up the details on this figure. Now, as we see here, I have him with the Human Alliance Backfire, and thanks Pyong, by the way, for that recommendation. I have him posed here with Backfire, and again, he just sets off really, really nice in a display combined with the Human Alliance figure here. Now, Ironhide also comes with a couple other weapons, obviously. He has the weapon that comes out of his torso, which is a really neat weapon, and I'm not going to show you the highlight details. It does have LED lights, and it actually does spin and rotate, but based on the fact of the display that I have him in, I kind of don't want him to fall over, so I'm not going to try and attempt to do that. He also comes with his movie Gatling weapon, which is really cool, and he comes with another arm blaster as well that pops out, which is really nice. But like with the combat knife, he has a pop-out missile launcher that comes out of his leg. It is removable, so he can hold it like a gun, and or you can do it as I have him displayed here, with it mounted on his shoulder, which is just really neat option. I really do like this figure. My biggest complaint about this figure is, to my understanding, there seem to be two waves of this figure available on the market. One to which he has head and neck articulation, and the other to which he doesn't. Unfortunately, I wound up purchasing the one that doesn't have any neck articulation. I was disappointed, particularly once I heard there was a difference. Took it back, got another one from a different store, and lo and behold, same problem. So that is my biggest issue with it, and that, to be quite honest, is a problem that Hasbro created, and unfortunately we the fans are left to endure. But this figure does look really, really nice in a display, and like I said, from a collector standpoint, he's a must-have. If you're a custom artist, you will have a field day with the detail on any of these figures. This has been Jero. This has been Jerovision 2.0, brought to you by Triple J Entertainment. You at home ain't gotta go home, but as for me and the Ironhides, we're getting the HE double hockey sticks out of here. Peace out, people.